Hi. Okay, so staying organized will help you make a lot of money. Everyone has his or her own method of staying organized. Some effective, some not. I know it's tough to keep organization as a high priority with so many responsibilities to juggle, but being organized is the key to not dropping those juggled responsibilities. If you want to become a top producer, you must schedule time to keep all your deals, clients, and errands organized. Take 15 minutes every morning and every afternoon to sit down and take some notes on everything going on in your business, along with your short and long-term goals. That way, it's always fresh on your mind. The way I begin my daily organization is this. I take a fresh sheet of paper and make a list of who I need to follow up with, what contracts I am negotiating, the deals I currently have under contract, upcoming listings, seller, buyer appointments, errands I need to run, any meeting I have with my team, goals, etc. I write all of this twice a day, adding and crossing off items as they're completed. I find that the power of writing notes daily about my current business keeps me more engaged with the day-to-day activities I need to be focused on to achieve my goals. I also have a daily planner to keep up my appointments and other sales activities I need to be aware of that fall on particular days. Some agents keep their notes on their phone or online. Whichever way works best for you is what you should do. The main point here is to start organizing and prioritizing, which go hand in hand. Organization is the first step towards execution. Organization is how you know what needs to be done. It's him, 916. What's up? Prioritizing is deciding in which order to execute each activity. Did you know that I am so blessed by God and the universe and everyone? I did a live and I posted it on my YouTube channel and I got 3,700 views. So I guess everybody wants to know how to get their mortgage license. This book, even though it's for real estate agents, if you're a mortgage, if you want to do mortgage, I still recommend doing all the things that he says in this book for mortgage. And, yeah, you'll do great in the mortgage business. Or any business that you're doing. This is just great business advice. Not just for real estate agents, but just for everyone. You know, stay organized. Plan out your priorities for the day. Just like good life advice. Whatever's going on in your life, on the other side of this camera, this is just gonna keep you organized. And when you're organized, you're not as stressed out. When you're organized, you're in control. When you're organized and you're prioritizing your life, you really run your life how you want to run it. Show me so I can screenshot. Oh, great idea. Okay, so this is for Instagram. It's backwards. And Facebook, it's backwards. Might be backwards. And Ricky called me. This is the only person that wrote a book I've actually talked on the phone with. Was this guy. That's how good. This guy is really, really good. I love his marketing. I actually follow Ricky Cruz's marketing and I try to keep up with him, and he is really good. Just such a pleasure to talk with him and learn from him and even be inspired by his social media. So he's doing a really good job. And does anyone have any questions for me? You got it? Creepy but cool. Infinite, what's creepy? What's creepy but cool? Infinite spirits make way for the perfect love for me. I give thanks that is now manifest under grace in a perfect way. I put his situation in the hands of infinite wisdom. Oh, cool. Thank you. Prayers. Yeah, prayers out to you guys. Anyways, let's get back to it. These two work together with goal setting, discussing below, and scheduling, arranging activities with your calendar planner. How do you determine priorities? Each chapter in the book gives you plenty of detailed ideas, such as for real estate, spending time on the phone is a high priority. And in general terms, we have already said that time management must be a priority. As Rory Vader, author of Procrastinate on Purpose, says, spend time on things today that save you time tomorrow. So being organized is itself a priority. The time I spend organizing my day and week saves me tons of time when I begin to execute on my plans later, which thus multiplies my time. I know exactly what I have to do and in what order I have to do it. That way I can just take care of each activity one after another. This is another secret of how I get so much done. Agents who fail to organize and have no direction and thus are just floating in the wind. Floating in the wind with no organization, to change metaphors, like driving in a foreign country with no road map. Anyways, sorry, I don't know. Tangent. You are totally lost. Instead, think of your written plans and goals as a roadmap that takes you on the most direct route to your desired destination in the time projected. If organization is your weakness, add to the tips in this book by studying one of the many popular books on organizing, time prioritizing, goal setting, and project management skills. Read online reviews to find a book that readers rate as conscious and effective and proven useful for real-world business practices. For example, Winston's The Organized Executive and Blanchard's 1 Minute Manager are old classics in the genre. Since my book is not primarily about the details of organization, I leave that to those kind of self-help business advice. I love organizing. That is just like my joy. I love organizing things and people and like projects. I think I would love to be the organization queen of California because it's just so much fun. It's just like the way that your mind shifts in different environments. I really like prioritizing and goal setting. Our long-term goals should give shape and clarity to our priorities. Goals are essential to success. Someone once said that the difference between a pipe dream, which never comes true, versus a true goal is that goals are written down. And when we were talking about in a dream book, we were talking about writing stuff down. How many of you have your goals written down? How many of you are organized? You gotta stay organized. Seriously, organization is really powerful. The more organized you are, the way more powerful you are. I would definitely say organization is power. There is power writing things down. Whether it's your short-term, mid-term, or long-term goals, all three types should be written down or they will be forgotten pipe dreams. It seems obvious that written goals have a 99% better chance of getting accomplished than just an unwritten, fleeting thought, yet few people actually write down their goals. This is not my opinion, and a variety of psychological studies and surveys have proven that the difference between a written goal and a vague, I ought to do such and such, is like night and day. Done versus none. Several of those studies also show that goals with timelines and deadlines are far more effective tools for success. This is true. You don't need goals. You need deadlines. Like, tomorrow I'm going to be this. And next week I'm going to accomplish this. And what I learned from doing almost 17 races in 2017 was that, like, it doesn't matter how much you work out or blah, blah, blah. Once you know that, like, you have a race coming up, you would just start preparing for that race. So if you give yourself a deadline, like, I want to accomplish this at this time, then you know, like, where you are in the race. So you got to write down your goals. How do you get through a half marathon? 1 mile at a time. How do you get to your dreams? It's like your dreams are like the half marathon, right? So you have to run 13.1 miles, but like that's whatever you're dreaming. You could dream of that. You could dream of whatever. Put your goal at the finish line. And then how do you run through 13.1 miles of this like experience? It's in my head. it's really hard to think about running 13 miles straight, okay? In your head, it doesn't really make sense because you're not running from something, nothing's chasing you, you're not being eaten by like an animal, you're just like running this amount through the redwoods. So I didn't want to think about running that entire 13.1 miles. I wanted to think about, okay, the first quarter mile, okay, the first half mile, okay, the first 3/4 mile, okay, the first mile. And I just broke it into like little goals, and mentally I could do it. Think about running 13. If I thought about running 13.1 miles right now, I don't think I could run a short distance, but I don't think I could do that long haul. And you just have to train. And right, so then you just start training because you're like, oh shit, my race is like March 2nd. Like, okay, I got to get ready for that because that's coming up. And then you're like calculating in your head. It does something with your subconscious when you write it down and there's a date and there's a time. Like, you have to get down to the time. Like, the race starts at this. How fast can you complete this? And you have to warm up sometimes before, and how you eat, going to the bathroom. Like, I don't know. It's because your body's going through so much stress when you go through this. Breathing, how to breathe, have your whole outfit planned, and then you have your picture taken at the end. And you have to know where the photographer is. And I made friends with the photographer. I think you should have pictures every mile, every quarter mile. That's what I would do if I was. I had a dream of hosting races too. I think that'd be kind of fun. Anyways, I should write it down if that's my dream. There is more power in writing things down, whether it's your short-term, mid-term, or long-term goals. All three types should be written down or they will be forgotten pipe dreams. Okay, short-term, mid-term, and long-term. What do you want now? What do you want kind of in the future? And then what do you want like next year? It seems obvious that written goals have a 99% better chance of getting accomplished than just an unwritten, fleeting thought, yet few people actually write down their goals. This is not just my opinion. A variety of psychological studies and surveys have proven that the difference between a written goal and a vague ought to do such and such is like night and day, done versus none. Several of those studies also show that goals with timelines and deadlines are far more effective for success. That's my tangent on that. Short-term goals can be something as simple as your daily to-do list. The goals are the most specific and often have a clear deadline. Do this day. And if your daily to-dos are actually a written list on your desk or your refrigerator, or for personal to-dos, they tend to get done, right? If it's not written down, it may eventually get done, but probably a week from now when you happen to remember it, which is sometimes too late. Midterm goals. I'll Instagram there for a second. With that said, you can see the organizing, prioritizing, scheduling, and goal setting are all intertwined. To be successful, you can't have one without the other. This means that our big long-term goals still come back down to the little things we can do today. And being effective in those things requires being organized. How organized are you? Put that in the comments. Are you like 1 out of 10 organized? Like kinda? Are you super organized? Where on the spectrum are you? It's kind of like, are you type A, type B? And what does organization mean to you? Put it in the comments. This means that our big long-term goals still come back down to the things we do today. And being efficient in those little things requires being organized. No matter how organized or disorganized you may be, you can always improve the skill. Remember, being OCD, compulsively nitpicky, and over-organizing your paper clips by color and size is not the goal. It's pretty fun though. I'll definitely say it's pretty fun. I would love to be organized down to my paper clips color and size. I didn't even know paper clips came in different colors. But that would be really fun to organize. Contact me. No one should put spiritual law. I could help you a great deal. Sweet, William. Thank you for joining my live. I really appreciate it. Sending you positive vibes. It would be cool, right? Exactly, right? Thank you. It's him, 916. Hella goals, semi-organized written goals for sure. My son's watching too. Hi, son. Always creepy but cool. Got it. Show me so I can screenshot exactly what's up. Cool. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm gonna organize my paper clips by color and size. That was written in the book. That's what I gotta do. Right now, all I have is silver paper clips, but we will organize it by color and size. I love organizing. Okay. I'm gonna read it again. This means that our big long-term goals still come back down to the little things we do today, and being efficient in those little things requires being organized. No matter how organized or disorganized you may be, you can always improve the skill. Remember, being OCD, compulsively nitpicky, and over-organizing your paper clips by color and size is my goal. Use only as much organization as you need to speed up your work. If your time spent purely on organization is slowing down your work, you're probably missing the point. Keep it simple. Take a few minutes each month to set or adjust your broad goals. Take a few minutes at the beginning and end of each day to sit down and go through your immediate business and find the best way to stay organized on the details. Then get back to executing on those details and making money. That's my lesson for the day. Thank you, Ricky. 0 to diamond. After this, we're gonna study for our mortgage test because everybody wanted. I got 3,700 views about how to get your mortgage license. So we're just gonna switch and kind of go into that direction. And I have some mortgage social media sites, so that will I'll kind of have to switch to those and teach you guys about mortgage. How to get your mortgage license. How many people here want to get their mortgage license? I will teach you how to get your mortgage license. And you can be on my team. And I think you're going to like it. And I have a lot of other surprises for you guys too. I'm coming up with a lot of good stuff that I can't wait to show you and bring to you. And yeah. Thank you so much for joining my live. I will talk to you tomorrow. God bless you guys. God bless America.